What gets measured gets done. Rheticus in the 1500s. This video is video 11 in the series on Agentic Retail Operations. We get to see another impact of Agentic AI together with retail standards under the Association for Retail Technology Standards, or ARTS, umbrella. This video will focus on what problems do retailers' customers face. I am the Wizard of POS, and this video is brought to you by ShopVisor. Of course, at the top of the list is poor customer service, having long wait times, inattentive staff. Boy, how many times have you walked by the staff and they've chose to ignore you? Lack of product knowledge. You want to know how something works, and they don't know how it works. Inconsistent cross-channel service. Things handled different in the store versus online. Complicated returns. Boy, that's really frustrating. But they do that on purpose just so you don't return it. So the next thing on the list is out of stock or inventory errors. Customers often find items listed online as available, but get into the store and there's nothing there. So inventory mismanagement leads to disappointment and lost sales, and the customers will go to other stores to buy whatever it is they're trying to buy from you. And the next one is confusing or inaccurate pricing. When you have a price mismatch between the shelf label, your online site, and your point of sale, it's very common, and it erodes your customers' trust in you. Limited personalization is another problem. Shoppers expect tailored experiences, especially online. They want them to meet their needs. But you also have generic marketing and product recommendations that fail to meet the individual needs. People expect what you see online versus in reality what it looks like. Yeah. Fragmented shopping experience, where you have disconnected systems. That means that customers must re-enter the information or repeat steps across different platforms. In today's world, omnichannel is the norm, and the lack of seamless omnichannel integration makes shopping feel real clunky. Every system wants you to create an account, and they all do it differently. You should just create one account across all platforms. The next one is your privacy and security concerns. Data breaches and unclear data usage policies make customers very wary of sharing their personal information, especially today where everybody's getting hacked all over the place. The next one is slow or unreliable delivery. Delays, lost packages, poor tracking systems frustrate online shoppers. Customers expect fast, transparent delivery options that tell them where their order is all through the entire delivery process. The next one is lack of sustainability and transparency. Many customers now demand ethical sourcing and eco-friendly practices, and retailers who fail to communicate these values risk losing loyalty. So where does ShopVisor come in? And why does it have an unfair advantage? Because ART's standards leadership was done by the people who are creating ShopVisor. I'd like to introduce briefly the fourth member of our team, Jerry Hines. Jerry Hines we've made him the CEO of the company. He has 20 years leading large-scale consumer platforms at Amazon and NVIDIA. He pioneered GPU hardware in the cloud for AI and media. He is an incredibly talented individual, and he is going to run ShopVisor and take us to the next level. So who is Tom Sterling? Tom Sterling was the lead data architect for the Association of Retail Technology Standards. He shaped the industry most widely adopted retail data model, now in its 7th major release, and implemented by retailers including Costco, TJX companies, AutoZone, Weiss Martin, and Giant Eagle. And there are companies all over the world that have used this data model. His work spans the full retail data lifecycle, from unified commerce and master data management to customer lifetime value analytics, promotional pricing models, and omni-channel order integration. Tom has consistently delivered measurable outcomes, including a complex multi-system Costco e-commerce integration, combining Oracle, Informatica, and DB2/400s into a single enterprise sales view, and a point-of-sale data modeling engagement for TGX that clarified integration dependencies and accelerated development timelines. Tom brings both the strategic perspective of an executive and the technical depth of a hands-on architect. He's a unique individual. His track record includes reverse engineering legacy transaction logs, building dimensional data warehouse extensions, and bringing the gap between business stakeholders and technical teams. He translates complex data integration challenges into actionable, business-justified solutions. He has also designed and delivered arts training and webinars for the data modeling teams at major retailers, with a particular focus on retail transaction processing, customer analytics, and key performance indicator sourcing. He also wrote much of the KPIs for the business intelligence work in arts. He has designed data models for loyalty programs, planogram, international tax compliance in Brazil, his stored value instruments, and customer segmentation, all grounded in real-world retail operations. He takes the data world and turns it into something really useful for the retail world.
My name is Dennis Driscoll. I have over 30 years of experience in retail technology, software development, integration, and consulting, specifically in point-of-sale and e-commerce technologies. I'm a retail guy, programmer, manager, problem solver for the companies I've worked for and with over a 40-year career. I've worked with retailers, vendors, and system integrators. It's this experience I brought to arts and has enabled me to look at problems across multiple angles. I was a member of the Arts Technical Committee from 1999 to 2015. As a member of the Technical Committee, I contributed to the data model, the OPOS, UPOS, JavaPOS standards for device drivers, and I co-authored several of the OMG Arts RFPs.
I am Richard Halter, and I was the CTO for Arts for over 20 years. And so I was involved in building all of the art standards. You can see all of the various messages, the data models, the unified POS devices, the RFPs, the blueprints, integration reports, and the retail business process model. I helped build all of that. And it covers over 90% of what exists in retail and C-store and in food service environments. And to help people understand it, I wrote a book explaining all of this. And I've also created over 70 YouTube videos that are targeted at senior retail executives. I try to explain things without getting too deep into the technical things, like if you want to understand how blockchain works. It's a high-level overview of that. And I have trained major retailers and vendors all over the world. I've traveled over 1 million miles on this, and I've taught them how to solve their number one problem, integrating applications from a huge number of different vendors. Thank you for listening to this final in the series on Agentic Retail Operations, brought to you by ShopVisor. If you need more information, you can reach out to any of us as a part of this team. Thank you.